Our number 13, we have multiple sets of parallel lines, and they're telling us that both sets are parallel, which is convenient, so we can connect the groups going through either sets of parallel lines. But there's a lot in here, so look at it. Tell me what you think we can do.
Solve for x first.
All right, how would I solve for x, Owen?
8x minus 1 equals 11x minus 25.
You're exactly right, but can you explain the reasoning why they're equal? Because I can't connect these two groups, right? There's no transversal, but what can I connect?
Alternate interior.
Which alternate interior do you want to use? You're talking about these two?
Yeah.
Or are you trying to make these alternate interior?
Yeah.
Boy, they really do look like alternate interior, but what we have to do would be like the transitive property. You have to find a common link in there. You're going to do this in proofs. So if I have this angle right here, the corresponding angle is right here, right? We could have done alternate interior as well, but I'll do corresponding. Is everybody with me so far? What's the relationship between this angle and this angle? What'd you say? They're not vertical.
I want to say consecutive or
Alternate? Exterior, right.
Corresponding.
So these are corresponding, and corresponding are equal, right?
Yeah.
So this one is also 8x minus 1, or I can represent it with the same thing.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Where'd you get that angle from?
I just made it up.
Oh. No.
I just picked one.
Oh. Wait, what?
I just picked this angle because it was corresponding with 8x minus 1.
Yeah, I just thought that afterwards. Well, why'd you do that?
To get it to connect over here.
Because none of those angles connect, the ones that are given. They don't connect to that.
So we have to make our own angle?
You would have to in order to finish that problem, yeah.
And use the transitive property, so this would be my common link, if you think of it that way, making these two equal. Because they're both equal to the one I just marked. So my corresponding and ultimate exterior. Go ahead, Mariana.
Why wouldn't it x 8x minus 1, wouldn't that be alternate interior to 11x minus 25?
No, because you can't connect these two groups. If there's no transversal linking the angles together, you can't connect them, so you have to work your way around the figure.
Miss, I have to go brush.
Does everybody understand that now? Okay. So now our equation is 8x minus 1 is equal to 11x minus 25. They're corresponding to an alternate exterior. We can subtract 8x from either side to get 3x, and I'm also going to add 25 to get 24.
Do we still keep the 8x that's underneath the 15y? There, do we still keep that?
Yep.
Depending on what they're asking you to find, you might need it.
Right. So what is x equal? 8, very good. Alright, so we solved for 1. Almost every time you're going to use that one to then plug in and solve for the y. So where do I plug in the 8?
8 times 8 minus 1.
And really we get the same thing, but I'm going to try to avoid working my way around the figure again. So it's 8 times 8 minus 1. Very good. So both of those angles are equal to 63 degrees. What's the relationship between the original 8x minus 1 and 15y minus 48? What kind of angle pair are those? Linear pairs. Good. They're linear pairs. And what do we know about all linear pairs?
180.
180, right. So now what is my equation?
It is
Good. Very good, Josiah. Alright, so now we're going to add negative 48 and 63. What's negative 48 and 63? 15, good. We have 15y plus 15, so 180. Now we're going to subtract the 15 from both sides.
Which was 165.
Good. one set of parallel lines. I feel like it didn't say that they were parallel.
No, it doesn't.
So they're not
We're
parallel.
gonna assume it's a typo.
I think the directions above 9 must go with this as well. I'll go with that. Directions are above 9 on the previous page. So L is still parallel to M.
It must, yeah, because all of them have it.
There's just that number 13, I guess. Alright, so what do you guys want to start with? The X's or the Y's, or do we have to start with one or the other?
X's.
X.
Okay. I'm going to highlight these lines. And I left out the one going this direction with the Y because we're not looking at it right now. Looking at what I highlighted in blue, what kind of angle pair are the X's?
Alternative.
Alternate exterior, very good. What do we know about all alternate exteriors?
They're congruent.
They're congruent. So what's our equation? Very good. Both of you.
4x plus 4 equals 7x plus minus 44.
Very good. So I'm going to subtract 4x from either side to get 3x. And at the same time, I'm going to add 44 both sides to get 48. What is the value of x? I think I heard it 16. Good. There's my x. So we finish writing, and then we're going to look at the y. Alright, so now I'm going to look at the same parallel line. Actually, I want a different color now. These are still our parallel lines, and now this transversal is the one I want to look at. What type of angle pair do we have now? For the 39 is 8y minus 43. They are exterior, and then what we're going
Side?
what'd you say?
Would they be same side?
Same side exterior, very good. What do we know about same side exterior?
They supplementary.
They are supplementary. So what is my equation going to be?
So it would be 8y minus 43 plus 39 equals 180.
Perfect.
$23.
23 is right. Does anybody need help solving that?
Yes.
You said yes?
Yes.
Tell me what to do, Trent.
Well, you add 39, 23.
And what do you get? Very good. So now we have 8y minus 4 equals 180. Now what do I do, Trent?
Add 4.
Good. And what do you get?
184.
No, what do I do?
Divide by 8.
Good. And what should you
23.
get? Very good.
Smart.
Okay, yeah, let's do
15?
15. So,
I would gladly do 15 with you. What's up? You can, I just don't know that you want to miss
wait,
15.
so we're just finding x and then we're finding y. That's it.
That's it.
13 made it seem so harder than that.
I think because we had to work our way around this.
Yeah.
Alright, everybody stop talking. Number 15. We still have L and N as our parallel lines. Where should I start on this one?
X.
X. So if I'm starting with X, I'm going to use this
And they're
transversal, right?
alternate interior.
Very good one, close.
Congruent.
They're congruent, but they're alternate exterior.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Sorry,
That's
I
what
figured.
Sorry, yeah.
Alright, so they're alternate exteriors, we're going to set them equal. So 15x minus 26 equals 12x plus 1. Kaden? You can, I would suggest staying, and Zach's going to be first, but I would suggest staying just for this one, and then you're going to have some independent time. Alright, so I'd subtract 12x from either side to get 3x, and I would add 26 to get 27. And what does x equal?
9.
I'm glad you let everybody that's listening to the video know that.
Oh my god. Forgot your take for the video. But so the line that's in between the 28 and the 4y, that's the line we can do. That's like the transversal line. Like we can do that. Just
Yeah.
connecting each other. Right?
Yes, but the way it's crossing that line above makes it a little bit inconvenient. So I'm going to show you a different way. We talked about this yesterday. Alright, so what do we know about the angles of a triangle? They add up to 180, right. So we now know the value of x. So if I plug it in here, the vertical angle is right here. Okay, so they're going to be equal.
So what? 28 is equal to 12x plus 1.
No, it's these three are going to add together to be 180, but I need to get this angle. So the angle vertical to it is 12x plus 1, so we're going to plug it in here so we know this angle.
So we do 12x plus 1 to find the answer. So, okay.
Alright, so first we're going to take 12, we're going to plug in a value of 9. 12 times 9 plus 1. What'd you get? 109, perfect. That's both of these angles. So now what would my equation be?
28 plus 109 plus. Am I right?
You're right.
Okay. Plus 4y minus 9 equals 180.
Perfect. And we use the idea of the angles of a triangle. So now I have 28 plus 109 minus 9. What would I get there?
128.
Very good. What will 4y equal?
Oh wait,
13.
52 and then 13, right?
yeah.
Very good.
Ours.
Alright, do those not seem quite so scary anymore, I hope?
Yeah, no, those are